The Challenger Hellcat is one of the most powerful cars available at any price. It remains a true throwback muscle car with plenty of space for adults, but it's not always easy to live with. But if attitude could be sold by the pound, the Redeye would be an absolute bargain. Here's why. To keep it simple, the Dodge Challenger SRT Hellcat is where tires go to die. It's one of the last coupes with American style V8 Thunder under its hood still. The Challenger SRT Hellcat lineup, most reserved models spew 717 horsepower from a supercharged 6.2-liter V8 engine, but there's so much more. Output from the Hellcat Redeye model's version of the engine jumps to 797 horsepower, and the meanest, nastiest Hellcat Redeye, the wide-body JailBreak edition, deploys 807 horsepower. All Challenger SRT Hellcats help you towards a suspended license with either a 6-speed manual or an 8-speed automatic transmission. Wheel drive is the only configuration available, so you better have some good tires on there. But lucky for you, the Redeye wide body Jailbreak edition is always ready to deploy billows of smoke from each of his massive 12-inch wide rear tires. While souped up rivals such as the Camaro ZL1 and Ford Mustang Shelby GT500 are more road course friendly, the SRT Hellcat has a surface prepped, drag stripped kind of energy, and a lot of it. So, what's new for 2023? Dodge is gearing up for a final model year of the current generation Challenger SRT Hellcat by making the 807 horsepower Jailbreak package available on both Redeye and non-Redeye models. All 2023 Challengers will come with a special last call plaque under the hood to commemorate the final production run before Dodge switches to a new generation of performance cars featuring electrified powertrains. So here's where it gets interesting. The mad scientists at Dodge's SRT laboratory pulled a Samuel L. Jackson and went all Old Testament with the mighty Hellcat engine. The standard setup only makes 707 horsepower, and the version of the Redeye makes 797. But when you go to the Redeye jailbreak version, you get 807 horsepower. Hey, I hope you're enjoying the video. But real quick, I want to tell you a little bit of important information. Now, hold on real quick. The video's going to come back in like 15 seconds. So I want to share something with you. Very important. I got another YouTube channel, my main YouTube channel. And on that channel, I share some very important information. Probably some of the most important information you're going to be able to find on YouTube. All right. It's not just information about cars. It's information about you, people, your health. And this is really important because there's so many people out there who suffer from things like IBS, inflammation, joint pain, back pain, so many things. So if you never heard of alkaline versus acidic food, H3O2, you got IBS, you want to learn how to do detox for free, all kind of little methods, as well as some little product reviews, I suggest you check out my other channel. Back to the video. Link below in the description. Back breaking, neck snapping horsepower, an endless supply. Now, something specific about the Hellcat, it has a distinctive growl when you start it up, which roars up to a distinctive howl when you get higher up in RPMs. The supercharger on this one is still kind of toasty, hint hint. But the Hellcat's distinct supercharging whine will send shivers down your spine from either fear or excitement. Most likely both. These high performance challengers might not be the ultimate tools for track attack events, but they're quick as hell in a straight line and handle well enough to hustle down twisty back roads provided your heavy right foot knows when to let up, which in general cases isn't very often because the kind of power that this vehicle produces is an addictive, spine tingling type of power because it's an unfinished well of power, an unlimited well of power that usually your tires don't even have enough traction to put down to the ground. And this is the reason why it's not a fuel economical car like something like a little Prius, because the Challenger SRT Hellcat doesn't power slam gas like a competitive drinker, at least not more than its competition. It's rated at 13 miles per gallon in the city and up to 22 miles per gallon on the highway. But more than likely, if you're getting this car, you don't care too much about no miles per gallon, because this version, the wide-body version, looks cooler with its flared fenders and handles better, largely thanks to its wider wheels and tires. So needless to say, this car is all about the driving ability, the driving performance, and the driving capabilities. Now, the Challenger interior was redesigned for 2015 model year with a driver-centric layout, straightforward switchgear, and better materials. The SRT twins have standard leather finery, unique badging and gauge colors, and heated and ventilated front seats. Despite its roomy cabin, the plastics still look a little cheap on the inside sometimes compared to some other vehicles, and the visibility in the rear is poor. It has a highly responsive infotainment system, which boasts a Uconnect infotainment system that is simple to use and filled with features. These include navigation, bump in stereo, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. The standard 8.4-inch touchscreen is useful, large. Its features icon is very useful. Performance mode. Like I said, the back seat has plenty of space. The front seat has plenty of space, and it's a very comfortable car. There's also volume and turning knobs for quick audio adjustments, but to be honest, while the navigation system responds quickly, the map graphics look dated and a little bit cartoony. More than likely, if you're like me, you don't give a damn about that kind of stuff anyway because you're more than likely going to use your phone for the GPS. But other than that, the inside of this vehicle is still really nice. You got the nice comfy seats with the embossed SRT, the Hellcat imprint on there. You got nice red gauge clusters, a nice suede steering wheel, a nice beefy feel to it. Now this vehicle is something else. Of course, like with the Harman Kardon stereo system, this vehicle is something to reckon with, especially with the stitching that matches throughout the entire vehicle, from the door rest, the armrest, the steering wheel, the seat, all the way to the back seat, front seat, back seat. And believe it or not, the space inside of one of these things is one of its biggest selling feature. I'm 6 feet tall and I'm able to get inside the back of one of these with no problem, with a good amount of leg space, even sitting directly behind the driver's seat, set at the position that I would have it sitting at. It's not too bad compared to something, say, like a Camaro or something. A lot of other vehicles, their back seat is literally almost like non-existent. As well as with this vehicle, you still got a good amount of trunk space. Now, that's saying something. Now, when you come to the passenger side, you got that nice jailbreak stamp right there. That's something I noticed that they do with all the last call editions. They make the stamp on there nice, stand out with black and red, usually kind of feature kind of going on with the color schemes. And if I haven't made it clear before, these vehicles are selling like hotcakes because this is the last year that Dodge is making the Dodge Challengers and Dodge Chargers in their current form. So they're going to be getting replaced with electric drivetrain variants. So if you want anything with either a V6, a V8, Hellcat engine, or anything like that, at the current way that it is now, I suggest you get one because these ones are fitted in 6-piston Brembo brakes, 6 in the front, 4 in the back for tremendous stopping power. In the back of these ones for the Hellcat Jailbreak wide body edition, you're going to be getting 305s in the back. So that's a pretty good wide tire. Now this vehicle would do a little bit better with something like a 325, 335, at least 315 or something like that. But it does help with putting all this power down to the ground because this thing is pushing over 800 horsepower. For the Challenger and the Charger SRT Hellcat Jailbreak editions. This vehicle is courtesy of Earnhardt Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram out here in Gilbert, Arizona. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.